What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. It's Sunday morning. I know that you guys were probably expecting the uh, continuation of the CD collection video today, but I just wasn't feeling it. I started doing that one, prepping for it, and it just wasn't really what I wanted to do today. So we should hopefully be back up, continuing on with those next week. Don't want to burn myself out doing stuff and recording videos that I'm just not feeling. Plus, I wanted to show you guys this grab bag that I got in while they're still available. Sometimes I'm late getting the videos up and the grab bags are sold out by the time I get around to doing the video. I know that can be a little upsetting. So I wanted to go ahead and show this while they're still available. That way, if you like it and want to pick one up, they are there for you guys to pick up. I do have a giveaway going. It is for my Tennessee folks, or in the surrounding areas. I'm giving away 2 tickets to the Metal Devastation Music Festival coming up in October, and I'm also doing a giveaway for people that have already purchased tickets. That video is linked up in the description if that sounds like something you want to get in on. The video I got for you guys today is a 10 CD grab bag that I've recently picked up from Wastelands Productions. They also have a 10 cassette grab bag going, and I believe those are still available as well. I will link both of those up down in the description. That way, if you see stuff in my grab bag that you like and you want to take a shot at your own, they're down there. I've done the cassette grab bag from them in the past, and I was pretty impressed with that one. So I wanted to do a CD one this time, and it was some pretty solid stuff. You won't. I didn't. I'm assuming that you won't get any actual Desert Wastelands Productions releases in your grab bags. They are like distro stock, but I got some pretty good stuff. Came packed up well in the box here. They also threw in some stickers and promo materials and little cards. I'm not going to spend the time going through all of those. I'll just get right in and show you guys the stuff that I picked up, as my buddy Ryan would say, the plunder that I've acquired from this grab bag. First up, this one I really liked. This is some Norwegian death metal. Has that old school death metal flair going on. Gets a little slow and doomy at times. I'm going to butcher this band name. I believe it's pronounced Hal Bauer, and the name of the album is Mortal One Scream and Horror. I spent a couple of days listening to this one. It's been in the car for my commute for a couple of days, and I actually had to go get it out of the CD player in the car to do this video. I really like this one. Unfortunately, I found out after I got this that this band has split up, and this is the only full length that they actually released. So that's unfortunate. It was released through Caligari Records. I believe it came out in 2021. So, but some really solid stuff there. I'm glad to have this one in the collection. I think I'll be returning to this one time and time again. I would like to see the band members that are in this project move on and continue on doing something, because this was a solid release. Next up, this is one that I already owned. I did already own a few of these, unfortunately, but at least I'm already familiar with them to show you guys on this video. This is Necropsy Odor with Tales from the Tepid Cavity. This is a very solid death grind release. I think this came out last year. I got this not too long ago. I think I purchased it through a bundle deal at Head Split Records. It was released through Extremely Rotten Productions. But this is just some nasty, filthy death grind. Very short kind of demo here. I think it clocks in right at 10 minutes, despite being 6 tracks. But I can't recommend this one enough. If you're into that kind of gore grind, death grind, filthy type stuff, I think you will really dig this one. I was super pleased when I purchased this in the past, and killer stuff there. Next up, we have a split. This is Nunslaughter and Blood. I believe this split came out last year through Hell's Headbangers Records. Uh, I love the Nunslaughter section. I mean, it is. I love Nunslaughter anyway. The Blood portion on this is pretty solid as well. A little bit different in the sounds of the two bands, but it was my introduction to the band Blood, and I love the artwork that's actually on the disc on this. I don't know how well my camera is going to pick that up, but it looks phenomenal, like in person looking at it. But pretty solid split there. I'm not always the biggest on purchasing splits, so it's good when I get these in like grab bags and stuff. I don't know why I'm that way because time and time again I get splits through grab bags and metalhead boxes and VCLTs and stuff, and I'm blown away by the split, and I don't know why I just never gravitate towards picking those up on my own, but I definitely should, especially when they're quality like this. Speaking of Nunslaughter, we have their Epic 2000. I think this came out in 2003 originally. Full length, their second full length Goat. Probably my favorite Nunslaughter release. This is the 2021 reissue. I think this was put out by the band. They did a reissue on their own. Phenomenal. I mean, this is like essential death metal, occult themed, satanic death metal, but it is absolutely essential for a collection. If you don't have this and in your collection and you're claiming to love death metal, then something is off there. It is killer release. I did actually already own this one. This is the copy that I personally own. I just left the other one sealed. I believe it will be going into that giveaway that I'm doing for Metal Devastation Fest. Next up, we have the Skinless Gut Pumping Hits, the demos. This was put out through Corpse Gristle Records a year or two ago. Has their early 90s demos on here. Killer stuff from Skinless. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic, but I did already own this one as well. But had I not already owned some of this stuff that's coming in, I would have been super pleased to get these in this grab bag. I love Skinless. I saw them probably 20 years ago now, close to 20 years ago, and I've been in love with them ever since. I love hearing these old demos too. It's some killer stuff here, and Corpse Gristle continuously puts out fantastic releases. So next up, we have the Granulated demo. This is a one-man death metal project out of Illinois. If you're into old school death metal, you will probably enjoy this. Nothing reinventing the wheel as far as old school death metal goes. It's a 4-track demo, came out in 2020, was released on Goat Throne Records. Unfortunately, I did already own this one as well, but it is one that I really liked. I was kind of met with mixed reviews when it came out. I think mainly because it's one of those, it can be a bit polarizing. It's one of those, if you're not into old school death metal and you can't appreciate just the bare bones kind of basic style of old school death metal, you probably won't like this. But for me, I personally, I found myself returning to this one quite often. Next up, I was a bit surprised to see this one in there. It kind of flipped the bill a little bit. It was a little different than some of the other stuff that was in the box. This is Temple of Void with their debut full length of Terror and the Supernatural. This is the Chaos Records reissue label out of Mexico. It has the bonus demo tracks from the 2013 demo on this, so that's pretty cool. I have the original press of, I think it's the original press um, of the full length. I did not own this particular pressing. Not sure if I'll hang on to. I'll probably end up rehoming one of the pressings on that. I may end up actually hanging on to this one just because it has those demo tracks. I think the other was released through possibly Hell's Headbangers. I'm not sure where that the version that I have already was released through. But it's pretty cool on this one to have those demo tracks. So I may end up holding on to this one instead. But killer release there. That ranks up there with one of the better Temple of Void full lengths. Those were the ones that I've already spent some time with. I have 3 more that I'll show that are still in the plastic. I just haven't gotten around to checking them out. I'm vaguely familiar with the band. Well, 2 of the 3 I'm vaguely familiar with. First up, we have Wolflust. This one is Satanic Megatons. This is a black and death metal band out of Brazil, and I think I've heard this particular EP at some point in the past. Thought it was pretty decent. I checked it out somewhere, whether it was on Bandcamp or YouTube. But vaguely familiar with what to expect when I do listen to this. I think I almost pulled the trigger on purchasing a vinyl copy of this if it's what I remember. But needless to say, it does look like something that I'm going to enjoy. Hopefully, I will dig it when I finally cut the plastic open on this one and listen to it. It was released through Anti-Human Productions in 2022, so a lot of fairly new releases coming out of this grab bag, so that's always a plus. Next up, we have a war metal band out of Canada. I have not listened to this one yet, but I do remember a couple people having really high praises on this full length when it came out last year. This is Complot with Victims Innocence. Yeah, I probably butchered that. It's in French, coming out of Canada. I like that artwork. It's a very simple kind of cover art on there, but it kind of gets the point across of what you're going to get through this album. So I am looking forward to checking this one out. I respect the opinion of the couple people that were very high on this one quite a bit. So I'm assuming it's going to be something good just from the praise that I've seen from this album at this point. Next up is one that I have no idea what to expect. This is Coffin Torture with Blenoid. With that artwork, I have no idea. It kind of looks stonery. It could be death metal. It was released on Sludge Lord Records. So, with that being said, it could very easily be like some sludge metal, but I honestly have no idea. So, if you're familiar with Coffin Torture and you know what I'm getting into with this one, feel free to comment and let me know before I actually take the time to check this out myself. I've been getting so much stuff. If you follow, I know I plug my Instagram all the time, but if you follow my Instagram, you've seen the mail day posts that I've been getting the last couple weeks. And I just have stacks and stacks of material to go through. Another reason I'm just always behind on these videos, but it's a good problem to have. I love having new stuff, new physical uh, media to kind of dive into when I have the time. But I'm very intrigued by this one just from the artwork alone. Something that very interesting on both sides. It has that almost psychedelic feel going on, so no telling what I'm getting into there. But I'm assuming it's either death metal or sludge metal. It has to be one of the two. Just from the looks of things there, but pretty solid grab bag. I definitely recommend picking one of these up. I believe the CD grab bag was $70. I think the cassette grab bag was a little bit cheaper, and the cassette grab bag that I picked up in the past was phenomenal as well. I definitely recommend picking one of these up. I did already own several of these, which was unfortunate, but had I not already owned them, I would have been super, super pleased with the stuff that came in this. That's all I've got for today. I'm sorry if you were expecting the continuation of the city collection. I'll try to get back on that next week. I just didn't have the motivation for that, and I didn't want to just half-ass that video. So that's all I've got for today. I will try to get another one up at some point this week as well. If you're in the area and contemplating going to Metal Devastation Music Fest, definitely get in on that giveaway. It's two free tickets. It'll save you about $60. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys have a good week. Stay classy, stay metal, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys soon. I promise.